Hey guys, it's Nelson with Newleey, and today I got a video for you. Someone joined our Newleey, made a Newleey account, got on, and in their first 5 leads, they end up getting a deal under contract. They were shot over to us by Eric over at Freedom Fundamentals. Very grateful for that. And so I don't want to hold you up. I want to jump right into the video so you can hear what he has to say. Yeah, so hey, my name is Nelson. I'm the owner of Newleey. I run Newleey, and I know you work with Eric, and I believe you're
Yes,
in his group. The
correct.
what is it, Freedom, what is it?
Freedom fundamentals.
Freedom Fundamentals. There we go. We want to make sure that we shout that out, and I'm gonna have to get him. If we do this again, I'll have to get him. I don't know I didn't really keep him too much looped, but so I know we're working with him. He's telling people about Newleey, and you ended up signing up for Newleey. And then
Yeah.
just let me know how your experience goes. Because what we get all the time is people ask us, "Am I really going to sign up? And am I really going to get a deal? As do the leads really work?" And I tell people, you get what you put into it, right? And that's what we can deliver. So tell me about your experience.
Yeah, absolutely. So, relatively new to the whole wholesaling, started with, finding properties on Zillow or batch leads or something like that and just cold calling. Everyone knows cold calling's not the best.
Yeah.
Uh, it's never fun. And then I joined Eric's group, and it was about a week, 2 weeks ago that I joined his group, and then he sent about Newly, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pull the trigger on it. What's stopping me? I mean, no better time than now. And
Yeah.
within my first 5 leads, I got someone to, you know, get under contract, and I was
And how did
impressed.
that look like? Did you when because I think people think that it's the price point and the calls. I think that they're thinking they're going to be like arguing with people or people are just going to be cussing them out. When you called this person, because I can't I don't know I can't know every lead in the whole wide world, right?
No,
So
of
when
course.
you called them, like what was the experience? Did they say F you when you had to talk them into it, or were they like, oh, I do need help. Thank you for calling.
Yeah, so it's an older gentleman. He had just moved a couple months ago, and he still had the property. He's had the property for since it was built, and I believe 96.
Yeah.
So I was just like, hey, I saw that you had this. I was wondering if you were willing to take an offer on it. And he's like, I'll entertain anything. So we just got talking, figured out his situation and all of that, made him an offer, and he's like, send me the paperwork. So it was pretty good. I mean,
Pretty
obviously,
smooth.
you're going to run into people that they don't want to sell their house, or they think their house is worth an exorbitant amount of money. That's always going to happen. That's what happened with the 4 leads before I got to him. Is I was, calling. They're like, uh, I want 400,000, but the house was really only worth like 200 or something like
Gotcha.
that. So I mean, you're always going to run into people that want more
Hmm.
because they think they can get more.
Yeah.
But it just takes the one to get that fire started. And, that was the first deal that I've closed with wholesaling houses. Man, we're starting the 2025 off strong. So I'm
Okay.
really excited.
Now, was this a single family home?
Yes, it is.
Single family home. Um, you got it under contract for what?
90,000.
90,000?
Yes, sir.
And what's the ARV on it?
ARV is just under 180. It's 178.5, I believe.
Nice, nice. So what are you going to market it? Or have you already started marketing it? Are you working with uh Freedom Fundamentals to get it to dispo it, or what are you doing?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes. So I'm
perfect,
working
perfect.
with them, kind of talking. I did have to mail him the contract because he's an older gentleman. He doesn't have a computer.
Yep.
So he's mailing that back to me, and I should be getting it within the next day or two.
Okay. Okay.
So once I have that, that's when I'm going to start. Obviously, I want to make sure I have hands on.
Yeah.
He has it all signed. I don't want to jump the gun on anything, but he's got it. He said he signed it, so he
You're
shipped
just
it
waiting for
back.
the mail to come back to you.
Exactly.
And that's how it works, dude. I've done deals where we have to have a notary go over there. We've got to mail things. I've done deals where the lady's a drug addict, if you will, and her aunt is having to find her in the street to sell it so that the aunt needs the money so that she
Yeah.
can help put her in a home. It's like if you could do a deal let me just put it this way. This is the best way. If you could do a deal where you show up, they sign the paperwork, they leave, you show someone else the house, they sign up the paperwork and they leave and everyone gets paid, then you're called a realtor. And that's not
Exactly.
even being funny, but like, and they do a lot of work, not just naysay them, but wholesaling isn't, these people are usually in distress. They need to move quickly. They need to have someone figure something out. It's something going on. Maybe they're an
Exactly.
elderly person or something. So I think that you already have the mind state of where you're helping people, you're finding that solution, and that's awesome, man. And I know the numbers on it just by knowing the numbers, and I don't want to get you excited because we never get excited until the money hits the bank account.
Of
But
course.
what are you thinking about? What are you thinking? Because I don't know the condition of the property, right? It could be in great, it could be in horrible. What do you think you're going to market this thing out at?
Yeah, so it needs a decent amount of interior work. Uh, Kitchen and bathroom primarily. Floors, he updated about, I want to say it was 7 years ago.
Okay.
He updated the floors as well as the roof and all of that. But the biggest thing is the kitchen needs new cabinets. They're pretty outdated. They're still those 90s, early 2000s
Yeah.
look, as well as the bathroom. So those are the major things. So we're looking to dispo it at about 110.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
And the thing is, maybe you do 110, maybe someone gives you 109, and maybe you have to
exactly.
do a 50-50 split with Freedom, which with the guys. I don't know the
Yeah,
paperwork and all that. So you may walk away, and who knows if I know my math, right? So say at the end of it, you walk away with 4 grand in your pocket.
yeah, that's 4 grand more
How
than I
much did
started.
Newly cost you?
Newly cost me $100 for 25 leads. So I mean it's a no-brainer. When I saw that and then I actually got in there, started using the site, I was like, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
Anyone that's on the fence about it, just they need to pull the trigger because I mean, man, I still have 20 more leads that I have to use. And if I'm getting one done in the first five, it really like I said, it lights a fire in you and you
Yeah.
really just
Yeah.
hit the ground running. Because once you get that first one, I mean, the rest kind of start to come a little bit easier.
And it helps you because you know the conversation you need to be having.
Exactly.
You can figure out different things. I don't want to go too deep because what I recommend people do is if you do get something where you get it under contract, email us back so that we can take it off of the site. This is days out from whenever you did it, and I won't post this for maybe a day or two or so. But what
Yeah,
state?
no
I don't
worries.
want to get specific, but what state was this in?
It's in Alabama.
Alabama. Okay. Yeah.
Alabama. I live in Texas, so
Okay.
I
Me
do a
too.
lot of, kind of East Coast. I've got family, Florida, Georgia, and then West Coast. I've stayed away from the West Coast, California, all of
Yeah.
that. That market that's a deep market to get into. So
Yeah.
I'm starting off with what I know before I jump into the deep end.
All right, man. Well, that's super awesome. I just wanted to take this video, something that I could get to hear your experience because people ask me all
Absolutely.
the time, what are the numbers or the KPIs or what are people saying? If Eric doesn't tell me that you did this, I never know you got a contract with us, right? Because
Right.
not in a good way or bad way, but I doubt you were going to come and email me and say, "Hey, I got a contract." You know what I mean?
No,
So
of course.
people always ask me, so I love having these conversations with guys who are new or just getting in the game and they get a deal done. When you get that paperwork back, let us know. We want to celebrate with you,
Absolutely.
man. And
Yeah, definitely.
I truly appreciate it. Is there anything that we can do for you, man, to help you continue to make you more successful?
I will say if you guys get a mobile version or an app or something, that'd be a game changer.
You know what? The January, where I'm actually meeting with the developers today, so we're working to where Newly will be mobile friendly going into 2025,
Awesome.
and we know that that's going to be, we know a few people are asking for a few things. They want to be able to download all their lead information to an Excel sheet. That's coming. They want to be able to work on the mobile. That's coming. So we're working on it. We're growing out a few other things that we'll launch later, but
Perfect. I'm
I
excited.
appreciate
Yeah.
the feedback, man.
No, absolutely. You guys are killing it. Keep it up.
I appreciate it, man. Well, hey, if you've got my email, if you need anything from me, please let me know. I thank you for taking the time to do this. I wish you all the success. I hope this is just one of many. And next
Absolutely.
month, if you stay with us, right, it's $200 next month. Do you think it's worth $200
Oh,
a
easily.
month if you get,
Easily.
even if it takes you 2 months to get one of these deals done?
Absolutely. I mean, it is a no-brainer. I mean, there are a lot of people charging exorbitant prices for not as good leads, and I mean, you guys are blowing it out. So yeah, no, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Awesome, man. Well, I'm not going to hold you up any longer. I just wanted to hear your experience with it. I super appreciate your time. If you need anything, please reach out to me, man. I'm going to edit this up, not too crazy, but I will be putting this online. So if you have Instagram or social media, email it over to me and I'll tag you in it.
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
All right, my man.
Awesome.
I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. You have a good rest of your day.
All right, bye.